Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Tonight we're back here with Nostalgia Critic, and we actually got a brand new one, just released today. It's War of the Worlds from 2005. Before you ask, no, this ain't a remake, actually. Which, surprisingly, when I saw this, I was like, wasn't there a movie already based on this? But, nope, just 2005. I think I was confusing with the day the Earth stood still. I don't know. So yeah, basically, aliens come down and Tom Cruise trying to save his family. Yeah, it's that movie. You know, the whole aliens died to the flu pandemic, which, I mean, dumb in movie sense, but historically I think could have worked because, you know, the European conquistadors won by, you know, biological warfare, so you go there, but enough about that. Let's just get to the movie and see how it holds up after all this time. Be sure to like, subscribe for more, hope you enjoy. Let's go! Nearly a decade ago, too. Sorry, I have to do it every time. Oh, hey, Critic. Open a bit.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy. Remember it so you don't have to. In 1953, War of the Worlds came out. The H.G. Wells story terrified audiences and is often seen as a classic.
Really?
So, of course, years later, they had to remake it. I mean, good God, what is wrong with people? Can't they leave something that's perfectly fine alone?
You were saying? You were saying there?
It's not that bad.
Yeah. I think you can see why they remade that. Oops.
Now, make no mistake, I do like the 53 version. But it's not like it's a
Still
film
campy.
that doesn't lend itself to other interpretations. Hell, the film has been remade several times. So when Spielberg took his shot at it in 2005, it didn't sound like a bad idea.
Yikes.
So after we were bombarded with tons of advertisements, big-name stars, and expensive special
Cruise there,
effects,
hopefully.
the audience reaction was clear. That ending sucked. Yep,
Yeah.
despite critics and audiences being rather indifferent to the film, the one thing I heard from just about everybody was that ending sucked. But look, almost 2 decades later, is there more to it than just a disappointing conclusion?
Shall we?
Not a ton more, but enough to fill about a 20-minute review. For all its problems, you can tell a lot of time and effort went into it, so I think it deserves a little bit more credit than, well, you know.
The ending.
So let's take a closer look.
Alright, here we go.
This is the fantastic
Yeah.
of...
Just from there
existing
to... Oh
War
boy.
of the
War of the Worlds. Come on.
The film opens with a narration by, it's the early 2000s.
Morgan
Literally,
Freeman.
First guess will be right.
Men went to and fro about the globe, confident of our empire
Sure it's
over
the-
this world.
Now, if you excuse
You
me,
sure it's Spielberg and not John Woo?
my
Saw the
guy
pigeons.
is punishing the world to teach just one guy a lesson.
I need you back in 4 instead of 12. I got half a career coming in. No.
We're introduced to Ray, played by Tom Cruise.
Yep, hey Ray.
An operator in Jersey City who, I guess, is supposed to be an average guy, but and I think
Come
we
on,
can
it's
all
Tom
agree on
Cruise.
this.
You know he's
Tom Cruise
far
is
from
not an
average.
average guy. For better or worse, you hire this dude to be someone that's not normal. He's intense and stands out. So
True.
spies, lawyers, adrenaline junkies, that makes sense for him to play.
Boom.
Hell, my favorite role of his is Rain Man, and even then, he's basically a kidnapper. So while I can't say at all this is a bad performance, like he's not laughably distracting, it does feel a touch phony because I don't
Again, it's
know
Tom
how to
Cruise. What do you
just act
expect?
normal. Every line in the opening scene feels like it's supposed to be followed by an you know what I mean, where they specifically create a moment where you're supposed to go
You know what your problem is?
I can think of a couple of women be happy to tell you. There he is. Get a hug, confusing handshake, kick in the teeth.
I guess he is trying to do the tough Jersey guy a little bit, and I guess that's alright. I just feel like there's actors that could play both the everyman and an interesting hero a lot better.
True, but not
Rachel?
Tom
Ray
Cruise.
has to look after his
Honestly, I think with Cruise, he's more like the action star, less than a, everyday man that got best do an extraordinary situation. I think there are actors that can pull that off, but Cruise, nah, he's always action. I mean, come on, think about it. You think he took this role to see if he could do it? That explains later works. Sorry I had to say it. I think this is his only role where he does this kind of role. Think about it. I don't know if it's true or not, but you guys will probably point it out. Anyway, moving along.
kids, Rachel, played by Dakota Fanning, and Robbie, played by Justin Chatwin, while his ex-wife Mary and her not Ray named Tim take a trip.
She said she could get
Just
it.
get it in the
It's got
door.
rollers. Just roll it. Yeah.
You excited for your move to San Francisco?
Same,
Ray
sure,
and
yeah.
Mary, played by Miranda Otto, for the little time that they have, are convincing as a couple that fallen out of love, but you do believe used to love each other. which is refreshing from other movie divorce couples who are
True.
constructed entirely out of sitcom quips.
It's good luck for you.
You think?
Tell your mom that Ray sends his love and kisses.
We're also in Steven's phase of shooting everything like you just opened your eyes in the morning and the sun is bleeding through your eyelids.
Robbie's got a
Yeah,
secret,
like, you
too.
think they could turn the
She's
brightness
like-
down? The sun's not that
I
bright.
don't want a
Ow,
Spielberg
my
movie
eye.
today.
Jesus
This clip
Christ.
doesn't feel awkward now.
The Ukraine, a country of some 52 million people, is in almost total blackness tonight.
Oof.
Clearly aliens.
Nope, not the
Doesn't
Russians.
connect well with the kids,
Sorry.
though, particularly Robbie.
Just do your report. Let's send you to school so you can flunk out.
You don't pay for it, Tim does.
Oops.
Yeah, I'll get Tim to pay for that.
Sorry.
To be fair, Robbie is kind of a dick in this, and Rachel is once again giving that weird Fred Savage adult speak that everyone gave Dakota Fanning at the time.
Wow.
Not how you're gonna get through to him. You want him to listen to you.
What are you? Your mother or mine?
Well, that's obviously diving into your Freudian background. Tell me more about your relationship with...
Jeep! Shutting up.
I'm splitting.
It's gonna get infected.
No, it won't. When it's ready, my body will just push it out.
Metaphor for a later scene.
Metaphor for a later scene.
This is the guy
Yeah.
who wrote I Hunch, isn't it?
And Way of Water.
Wow.
When he discovers Robbie took the car, he goes looking for him, but he finds something else.
What the? Uh-oh.
Here we are, Pismo Beach and all.
Graboids! Okay. Not moving! Never mind. Metal
Like
graboids.
Jurassic Park, where the big threat comes in at about the hour mark. This
Where is
movie
this?
brings in the big threat at about 20 minutes.
Man, a fifth of the
Which
time.
is fine, but I really
Sheesh.
had time to get to like these people in Jurassic Park, so I'm really afraid for them. I
Yeah.
know these people, I guess, but I don't really like them. I guess I don't dislike them either, but I don't think that's enough. It does admittedly feel a little early to go this route. With that said, when the alien ships do show up, they're pretty damn intimidating.
Yep, and woof. Yep,
Original
instant
design
dust.
H.G. Wellcrafts honestly aren't the scariest, but
It could be
they do
worse.
a good job with how massive
Ooh.
and menacing they look and move. When these things just start zapping people into dust, it's surprisingly disturbing.
Oh, that
How
close
many
up.
times have we seen aliens zap people with ray guns? We're beyond desensitized. But they wanted to make this Saving Private Martian. It is
Ooh.
impressively intense. Go figure, the guy who invented the blockbuster with Jaws knows how to do grand scale panic and chaos.
Sense. Jesus.
Run. We are your friends.
Man, I mean, to be fair, if you saw that for the first time, I'd be like, oh dear God. I think I actually remember a countdown. They actually included that scene. That was like, Jesus Christ. Like, and the fact that, like, one face, like, the close-up of that one lady who, like, bye. It's just, goddamn. I mean, you gotta admit, when it goes terror, it really does terror. I mean, in an actual way, but what expect? It's aliens.
Hey honey, let me just shower the neighbors off of me.
Literally neighbors on your house.
Leave this house in 60 seconds.
Come on, get in, get in, get in,
Car
get
is
in.
this?
It's a
Not now.
Jersey mine.
Not now, we gotta go.
Right. That's exactly. I had to change the song.
I kind of love how this guy doesn't notice all the death and destruction around him and is like, come on, I got a car to fix. Did he really miss all this
Yeah,
going
how
on
did
just
that-
to walk away?
Boys, they're busting my chops here. I got a shop to run. You know how many
Randy,
people's
listen.
called? Get out of the truck. I'm not kidding now.
What the hell are aliens gonna do that Jersey hasn't done to me already?
Fight that!
What the hell is going on?
You saw we're under attack.
Who is attacking us?
For all the
I don't know.
flashy CG effects in this movie, my favorite is probably just this long shot. I never really thought about it, but this
Yeah,
must have
2.5
been a
minutes
pain in
long.
the ass to shoot and used a ton of effects because there's no other way you could get a shot like this.
No
You can
kidding.
tell a little bit with some of the king, but I think most people watching wouldn't even think of it. It's impressive without necessarily showing off.
I mean, the cuts, it's pretty good.
Well, they're her problem now.
She's just not here, okay?
Mary and Tim are apparently on their way to Boston to visit her mother, so they make do.
I'm
Blackjack.
allergic to peanut butter. I'm not hungry.
I'm not hungry either.
Really? Man, I wish that was a baseball.
Window says, I'm also allergic to peanut butter.
Shut up, you.
On the Weather Channel, when there's a tornado and they tell you to go down the basement for safety, it's like that.
There's gonna be tornadoes?
Kid, you just saw a city blow up. Tornadoes would be an upgrade.
No kidding.
But those wacky aliens are up to no good again.
I never heard that before.
Don't worry.
What
we
is
have
it?
one
Brad,
doors.
Brad?
Science is way too advanced for alien life.
Eh.
Next morning, they take a look at the damage.
Well, hello.
All right, Mercury Theater, you're taking this hoax just a little too far. In all seriousness, this is a really cool set and a really cool way to show it off. I like Spielberg, despite pioneering, or at the very least popular.
Thank God for the basement there.
Whoosh. He a lot of times realizes the importance of mixing effects. If CG doesn't hold up years later, at the very least the stuff that was actually there will.
Wow, so that's what happens when you don't use airplane mode.
Once the tripods start to move, no more news comes out of that area.
A news crew shows the aliens are beaming down using the lightning to activate the ships that were put there years ago.
Keep watching the lightning. That is them.
Well, did you hear anybody say Shazam? Maybe it was just an art sequel bombing.
You keep your eye.
Could be, but I'll be honest. If I was like getting my kids, I would be like, "Hey, shut up! We're getting invaded by aliens. Do what I said, otherwise we could be dead." Jeez, that probably shut them up. I don't know. Harsh, but then again, you gotta be harsh to survive in this world. Like, hey, Chiwa. Hey, I mean, also the kid. I think I would just like, hey, if I give you a horror, can I go? Thank you. Just, hey, I'd probably toss that kid out the first chance I got with that snarky attitude. I mean, I know I'm gonna be an uncle soon. My sister's pregnant. Don't worry, I'm not gonna do that to them, but yikes. Anyway.
Eyes only on me, understand? You're gonna want to look around, but you're not going to.
I like how he tells Rachel to keep eyes on him and don't look around because it would scare her. And then when he gets to the car, he tells her to close her eyes, which he could have just told her before.
Yeah.
I want you to close your eyes, okay? Okay. Got them closed?
Even if somehow she didn't see the destruction literally all around her by just looking at Ray, she would probably ask,
Hey, why is there a fall breeze in the living room, and why is the fireplace so loud?
Oh, God.
She was saved from all that grisly imagery.
Never mind.
Yeah, see? Maybe violent movies and video games would have prepared her for stuff like this. Robbie sees the army going by and begs to join them.
Let me on! Let me on! Give me a hand! You have room!
He's just excitable because he thinks they're taking out the producers of this instead of aliens.
Wanna be?
You never gave a shit before! You never gave a shit!
This is Robbie's character now. He wants to join the army to stick it to his dad, and it's really annoying.
Can I punch him?
None of it feels believable, and I especially love this weird edit where Rachel just randomly inserts herself into the argument.
Only have to care about yourself, which is exactly the way you like it. Robbie!
They didn't
What was that for?
During any of that, like while they were arguing or anything, they're just shouting at one another.
And just
someone-
Robbie!
Like, and she's upset too.
Won't somebody please think of the children?
Look at that pose. Could you get any more cartoonish? I hate my dad. Can you believe he won't send me to military school? I don't know.
Jeez, this
Maybe
guy.
He wanted to join the army before, like Paul Dano and Little Miss Sunshine, but had some sort of reason
Or
why
Top Gun?
he could be on board a little bit more. But instead, he treats it like all my friends are Independence Daying. Seeing how they have one of the few working cars, though, they become a little too popular.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Guys, Powerball!
First time anyone's ever gone, ooh, a 1993 Plymouth Voyager. Sweet.
Uh-oh. Hey! Well, so much for that car working.
For pie.
Oh, okay. Well, great job, idiots. You ruined it. Yeah, it's a great job, idiots. You ruined it.
Hey, folks, we're starting YouTube memberships. If you want access to emojis, polls, behind-the-scene videos, and other perks, check out and see if you want to become a member. And I'll be playing Final Fantasy VII every Friday on Twitch. I've never played a Final Fantasy game before, so I'm excited to see what they're like. Hope to see you there.
I mean, the fact they shut the freaking thing when they're already out of it, like, Lord, that's definitely a, well, great job, idiots. Now we don't have a car. Good job. Like, at that point, they just probably would have just been better going on foot. Like, hey, have it. Bye. Just let the idiots destroy it, I guess. Like, anyway, moving along, onto the ferry.
Our heroes have to make their way on foot towards a ferry that hopefully will take them someplace safe.
Yeah, you know
Like
it's
how
never going to
straight up
happen.
Commonly, they treat an image that would usually cause a lot of distress.
Whoa!
Well, that's gonna have an interesting final stop. Anyway, I spy with my little eyes something beginning with ah!
Aliens?
Ah!
A lot of aliens?
Uh-oh.
And they have Hans Zimmer's car horn! Again, the panic is pretty well done, making you wonder what you would do if you were in a similar situation. I myself would convert.
Shit. Sounds like him. I probably would just get off the boat fast.
Ray and the family get away just in time for Robbie to once again say, "I want to play Army, Dad."
I want to be here. I know you want to fight. I know it seems like you have to, but you don't.
Just punch him in the face!
Ray
like,
has to let him go.
Shut the fuck up!
Is being attacked not by aliens, but by overly cautious onlookers.
Sweetie, you gotta come with us, please.
My dad's getting my brother. I have to stay here.
You can't stay here.
Why is this so hard to grasp? My dad is over there. Please don't kidnap me. But we need to focus on the message that I guess in theory is fine, but in practice makes no sense.
I need to be here. I want to see this. Save your sister. Please let me go. You need to let me go.
Let me abandon Rachel now the way you've always abandoned her.
Let me die!
Yeah, how does this add up? The whole film they hammer in how he was never there for them. So now the idea is
He wants to leave? What?
How are you gonna learn to let go if you barely even reached out? This would be like the message to Finding Nemo if it was applied to the father from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Dick move.
Because he is such an awful parent, though, he lets him go, thinking he got blown up while Ray saves Rachel. I'll tell your mom you finished your report. What was it on? Illegal immigration? That's funny. Over here! They stumble into the basement of a local named Harlan, played by Tim Robbins. I'm sorry, as soon as I saw this shot, I'm like, okay, we're not gonna see a character, we're gonna see a performance.
Peach schnapps.
How did you know what I was called in my college days?
He defeated the greatest power in the world in a couple days. Walked right over us. And these are only the first.
Aren't you a survivalist, huh?
That's why we gotta stop the steal. Look, I gotta go. But there's aliens out there.
I know.
We aren't
killed a few of these things in Osaka. That's what I heard. You telling me the Japanese can figure it out, but we can't?
And other guy-toting rifle cliches that are, okay, probably authentic, but make for really boring movie folk.
I have a daughter. Why did you bring us here?
To fight them together, right?
I figure the girl can run with, what, 20 grenades until she turns into fireworks?
Jesus.
The aliens sent down a dentist lamp to do the world's slowest and, frankly, very ineffective search of the house.
Pretty much. Like, doesn't even check behind it.
Look down, you
idiot! Jeez.
We finally get a good look at our aliens to reveal.
Hi?
Like every boring alien you've seen and everything else. Okay, I know I made fun of the ones from the 53 version, but I do remember them. They look like an anal gland swallowed a game assignment. It's silly,
it does.
it's unique. There's something I can say about them. What the hell can I say about these guys? Hey, remember the aliens from Independence Day? Mix that.
They kind of do look like them.
CG of Crystal Skull, and you got this ugly piss. Harlan and Ray fight over whether or not to fight,
fire.
And the aliens leave to use the humans as
fuel,
Kool-Aid fertilizer. It's not well explained.
Reyes! Oh my God, fertilizer! Get us out all of the goddamn red wheat!
Burpee bone meal is people!
How
do you repay a man for letting you hide out in his house?
Kill him?
So close your eyes. Hush your
It's weird to think the movie that Lullaby is from technically has creepier imagery.
No kidding.
Because Harlan goes more and more crazy, Ray kills him off, which I'm sorry, have you seen the height of these two?
Yeah, you go
like this. But it doesn't matter because the aliens search the house again and find them. What were you, looking for the kernels at the bottom of the popcorn bowl?
Might as well be. Oh, bye, kid!
Them are caught and imprisoned with other people to be made into weed killer. Ray gets some grenades from an army truck, though, and manages to blow up the inside, freeing them all. Alright,
good job.
The final showdown between Tom Cruise and the aliens. That was the final showdown between Tom Cruise and the aliens.
Wow.
Yep, that was it. Literally 2
Goodbye.
minutes. As most fans of the story know, the aliens can't survive our diseases and end up dying one by one.
Oops.
So, I don't think that's the part of the ending that people hate.
The narration?
The film, let's face it, has few to no ideas and not the most interesting characters. So you have to rely on the spectacle of either feeling like you're really there with these people or give us some cool action. The effects on the aliens, the more you see them, look increasingly fake so they don't feel real. And then the big fight with them at the end, like I said, is only a few minutes. So there's no real payoff. It'd be like if the ending of Jaws was...
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
That works.
But there is one major payoff. Robbie's okay.
Please punch him again.
Did he join the army? Did he just watch things go boom? Did he save anyone? Did he get back at the aliens? So many things they acted like were important suddenly aren't important. He just
pretty much.
His dad, like, yeah, That's what it's
I'm sorry,
all
but what
about.
happened?
Discover that... I don't
I'm a
know
dick.
what we discovered in this. Family good, disease bad?
I don't even know.
I knew that going in, and this didn't give me a more unique point of view on it. I don't know. It's possible I'm missing something. Honestly, the original words from H.G. Wells are far more interesting and even inspiring than anything the film just gave us.
By the toll of 1 billion deaths, man had earned his immunity, for neither do men live nor die in vain.
Could you give us a film based on that writing? Oh, you just did. War of the Worlds has a lot of problems just past its ending, but there are a lot of things about it that stand out. They're just not on a spectacle level that the film needs them to be. The panic is appropriately huge and intense, but we've seen it done better. The characters are passable, but they need to be memorable. The effects are decent, but they need to look breathtakingly real. And while there's 1 or 2 ideas, there need to be a lot more. Nobody gives the impression they're half-assing anything. Everyone looks like they're giving it their all. There's just nothing new or groundbreaking, despite them breaking the ground to try and bring us something new. There's pockets of it that are quite impressive, but as a completed film about the resilience of humanity, there's ironically not a ton of humanity in it.
Yeah, barely anything.
I'm a nostalgia critic. I remember it, so you don't have to.
Thank you.
Peach schnapps.
Honestly, with this whole thing, it did feel like there was a lot it could do more, but I think in a way, this could have been worse, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts on this film. Till next time, see ya.